and I'm understanding that Hamzat can just run through someone and submit someone with ease, and that's always going to be entertaining to watch. And there's also going to be that factor of, well, he's so dominant, it only makes it more intriguing because there is a chance that someone actually beats him or makes him have a dogfight. That's also interesting as well. But it's like, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. But yeah, Nasruddin and Mavov should be fighting whoever's champ next. He should be fighting for a belt next. If they just want to do him versus Hamzat, and they'll do the winner of Hernandez and De Ritter fighting the winner of Mavov versus Hamzat, I'm cool with that. But yeah, just don't be surprised if they wait to do title fights with Hamzat versus the winner of De Ritter and Hernandez first. For Baraujo, I'd like to see Baraujo fight Sean Strickland. I'd like to see him fight Sean Strickland. I think that Sean Strickland, he's serving a suspension for 6 months, but by the time Baraujo's ready to fight again, I'm sure Strickland will be ready to fight again. And, you know, Baraujo's only ranked at the 7th spot, but because he looked pretty good, I know he lost the fight. He clearly lost, but he was in there. He was doing pretty good work. And, you know, given that Mavov is such a good striker, for Cal Baraujo to have rounds in which he arguably won, like 3rd, and to be, you know, making it very competitive in the 5th against a sniper like Mavov, it shows how good he is on the feet. And I think him versus Strickland would be really interesting. And Baraujo, unlike in a fight with Mavov where he's got to worry about getting knocked out, you don't really have to worry about getting chinned by Sean Strickland. So maybe Baraujo could force him into a war. Either way, I think it'd be a competitive fight, and I think it'd be an interesting matchup. So this is the fight that I'd make. Either way, that is it for the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Until next time.
What it do? Bedtime crew. Hey man, listen, today I am here to talk about the pound for pound top 15 blockheads of the UFC right now. I feel this is extremely topical based on what happened over the weekend. Diego Lopez sliming out Gene Silva with a spinning elbow. This guy is one of the biggest goats of the blockhead discussion. Of course, we had the tier list about a year ago. But you guys seem to really enjoy my pound for pound videos where I rank fighters in the top 15 of a certain category. So today we are doing number 15 through number 1 in terms of who is the pound for pound best blockheads right now. We're going to be talking about how much of a marauder they are, how aggressive they are, the actual shape of their fucking skull. That's got to be a big consideration. And I feel all of these things combined on top of their, of course, you know, other things we need to talk about, I guess, like achievements and fucking wins and things like that. That's going to play a factor in these rankings. But yeah, hopefully that makes sense. You guys seem to enjoy the blockhead discussion. So I think now is a great time to look at the pound for pound top 15 biggest blockheads. Coming in at number 15, Zhang Mingyang. I mean, take a fucking look at this guy. Take a fucking gaze at this guy. Take a fucking gaze at this bloke, mate. The shape of this guy's fucking head. Yeah, Zhang Mingyang, this guy belongs in the pound for pound top 15 easily. He is a ranked light heavyweight. He literally looks like he ate a fucking PS5. Like, bro literally looks like he's trying to fucking walk out of Walmart with a PS5 in his mouth. So, I think that Zhang Mingyang definitely fits this category in terms of his physical appearance and whatnot. But also, I think it is the fact that he only knows how to win by round 1 back of the head elbows, basically. Like, he's either sleeping you with a fucking hook in the pocket, or otherwise, he's not trying to go to round 2. He doesn't check kicks. He doesn't grapple. He just goes out there and bombs overhands in the pocket. And I really fuck with that, and I really respect that as a fellow blockhead myself. So I have to give Zhang Mingyang a shout out here. We're going to put him in at number 15 because he's ranked quite low. He's coming off a loss, but he definitely fits the description. And I think the fighting style matches up to being a high-class blockhead. You know, we've got some low-class ones in the UFC. This guy's a future superstar of this discussion. He belongs here. I believe I had him S tier on the tier list. So yeah, shout out Zhang Mingyang. Let's move on to number 14 on this esteemed pound for pound list. We gotta put fucking Roman the Caveman Dolidze. I talked about him in the worst contenders. And the things that make him so bad also make him so lovable. He genuinely has a fucking Minecraft dirt block for a head. Marvin Vittori, step aside, we found your replacement. Right? The way that Grant Dawson will be replacing Islam Makhachev at lightweight. Roman Dolidze will be replacing Marvin Vittori as the blocky caveman orc rage fucking contender that's gonna lose to anybody that's gonna fight for the belt. That is what Roman Dolidze does in this ecosystem, and he belongs on this list not only for the fact that he grunts like a fucking caveman and swings punches in 0.25 speed. Not only that, not only do I put him here for the fact that his defense is to just stare at you fucking angrily wearing a cool hat, but also, like I said, the head shape is a big factor. The, you know, the need to just explore mountains every time this guy's on embedded, and when this guy's on embedded, you know a pay-per-view is fucked. Can I just say that, bro? Like, bro, am I wrong? If you go on an embedded series and one of the highlighted segments is gonna be Roman Dolidze, you know that card is dog shit, bro. If they have to put this, if they have to give this fucking guy screen time on embedded, just, I am walking through the mountains. Yes, I'm very excited for my fights. I'm very excited. You know the card is fucking dog water, and I think that Roman Dolidze fits the description of a pound-for-pound blockhead. He's not super effective. He is dangerous with the hands. He does have jiu-jitsu, which I think knocks him down a couple of pegs because he's not running at you. He is actually trying to think a little bit, but at the same time, I'm not gonna dock you points for being technical. I think that Roman Dolidze fits that 14 spot. He's not super good. He's not a straight out running at you type marauder. He's got characteristics of a high level blockhead. Big power, big fluky power. You know, obviously the square hairline, hair transplant build, and the caveman brain. So we're gonna put Roman at number 14. I think he's a solid contender. And the big meaty calf kicks as well. That's another factor to consider. Coming in at number 13, this guy narrowly avoided being in my last pound for pound list, but today I get to give him his moment in the sun. Benoit Saint-Denis. Look at the fucking shape of this guy's head. It's like a pea head and a blockhead combined. He looks like a Muppet, dude. Like when they close their hands in a... If you get a sock puppet right now, just get one and close your hand fully. That is what this guy looks like. He looks like Kermit the Frog, dude. And I'm allowed to make fun of people, dude, because, you know, I can take it as good as I can dish it. Okay? And there is nothing else to say besides the fact that Benoit Saint-Denis is a fucking marauder. He's coming at you with the blockhead mentality. He's the most aggressive blockhead in the UFC besides maybe a Pantoja or Marab, who we'll talk about soon. And he is a straight up fluke or be fluked fighter. He's either getting chinned or he's going to just walk you down with his fucking pitter-patter elbows and his head kicks and his big meaty body kick to the arms. And I think that the way that he shoots takedowns just summarizes like a blockhead if it was an NPC character in a video game, where it's just no finesse, I'm coming to get you, I'm me see fighter, me destroy fight. That's literally what's going on in BSD's brain. He is a certified borderline top 10, like he's near the top 10. I think if he racks up a couple of wins, this guy's a top 10 blockhead in the UFC. Right now, we're gonna be modest, and we're gonna put him in at number 13. I think that's pretty reasonable considering he had a couple of losses, but he's bounced back, and we're looking to see what else he can do in this division. We'll put him at number 13. Coming in at number 12, kind of a more advanced model of the Roman Dolidze build. So kind of a caveman, a little bit of a fucking, you know, situation where I feel like if you looked in their brain, you'd just see marbles rolling around. We're gonna put Brendan Allen at number 12. Bro, am I wrong? I feel like Brendan Allen genuinely has the monkey in his head, like, just clapping. When he's in the cage, he's not thinking about anything. He's just got marbles rolling around in there, dude. And that, to me, is a good thing if you're a blockhead. Brendan Allen is just going out there to get in a scrap with you, dude. And I feel like you look at the head shape of this guy, certified blockhead. Looks like the fucking Easter Island thing that Alex Pereira, you know, represents. But what it comes down to is not just head shape. Like, all of these guys are blockheads. There's guys with blockier heads that are not on this tier list, like Ilya Taporia. Because it comes down to the mentality, and it comes down to the fighting style. And Brendan Allen, if he's beating you on the feet, he's gonna shoot a fucking takedown and sniff the canvas. If he's out-grappling you, he will try and box with you. That is what it's all about! This is what he does. It's illegal. Alien. That is what it means to be a true blockhead. So, for me, yes, I'm impressed by, you know, Roman Dolidze standing around at range menacingly, but Brendan Allen, he's not just standing around absorbing punches. He's making it actively harder for himself to win by choosing the wrong things to do. And that, to me, mwah, that is what puts you in the upper echelon, like a BSD, who's shooting the telegraph takedowns, who's winging the big fucking hooks in pocket. That, to me, summarizes blockhead mentality, as I'm just gonna tank this shit. I'm coming to get you. Obviously, at the top of this list, we will have some fighters that do have some skills as well. But this is a good spot for Brendan Allen. We're gonna put him in at number 12 in the pound for pound list. Coming in at number 11, probably, no, not probably, definitely the most skillful guy so far by a fucking country mile. SYD. Shout out SYD, man. Song Yadong, he belongs here. Look at the fucking shape of this guy's head, man. This is what I'm talking about, dude. And Song Yadong, he's kind of another guy that, you know, he has all